Did you see the thing? Not the straight pivot, but did you see the thing where Scarface and Willie D were getting
Talked
into
about
it?
Yeah.
Willie D was really hurt, and initially I thought. Remember we talked about this because Jay Moore. I was laughing. You said, "Man, anybody Willie D needed to sit down somewhere." Anybody?
I didn't say Willie D needed to sit down.
Not
somewhere.
sit down. I'm paraphrasing here, but you
please
paraphrasing?
don't have Willie D coming after me.
Willie D don't hurt Jay Moore. So
He ain't gonna hurt nobody. Like.
be careful, man.
I don't know. Willie D didn't. I'm not gonna say
be
that.
careful. He used to box now.
About
Willie
that
D used to
action.
box.
No.
Yeah, be careful.
I told you, Willie D told me, he said, if you got a beater, you don't need her. Shout out to Willie D for giving me them words of advice and sending me on the right path as a young man.
As I heard him plead his case, did you see the?
Yeah, I watched it. I actually kind of agree with Willie a little bit.
I started off on
because I was thinking from our point of view, like say we're on a podcast, and we're like, "What you doing this weekend?" Oh, I'm going to the Grammys. Yeah, that's kind of whack, man. Like I'm gonna tell you, I'm going to the Grammys to perform. Actually, when I got the call, I probably would have said, "Hey, I got a call to do this. Do you want to do it with me?"
So the reason why I agree with Willie is because did Scarface do a Geto Boy song?
He did
Mind Playing Tricks.
So yeah, why wouldn't you have Willie there for that? Like if he's doing a Scarface song, I can almost kind of understand.
And that's what Willie D was saying.
But
yeah,
the Grammys called Scarface though, right? So
Scarface supposed to tell him though, because at first, because on the lab when we talked about it, I was kind of like Willie D shouldn't be tripping because Scarface represented for the Geto Boys.
That's my initial reaction. Yes,
hearing him say that he asked you, "What are you doing this weekend?" I'm just going to this Grammys thing.
That changed it. And when Willie D said that his goddaughter was watching the performance and saw Scarface out there and was like, "Was Uncle Willie about to come out?" And then the mom had to say, "No, he's not performing."
Yeah, that's kind of ill.
He said,
"No, he'll be over later."
Yeah, at the crib though. Yeah.
He bringing wings.
What are you talking about?
And Willie was like, "Man, your kids got a chance to be proud of you and be able to watch you perform." So I initially was on the side that Terry said, but as I kept hearing him talk, and it was genuine, like they weren't playing. They brothers, they gonna be cool, but that was a genuine, heated, like
for sure.
It was a legit conversation, and I actually respect.
And it was warranted too. I get it,
and I respect what Willie D was saying. I had to come around. I did.
No, I would be
that.
upset if the potties or whatever. That sounded really bad.
The
podcast Grammys,
really
whatever, like came around and be like, "So Terry, what you doing this weekend? I might need you to DJ." He'd be like,
"I'm just going.
Oh man, I'm gonna be out in California for
going
this
to
thing."
The potties.
And I look up. And you just on stage.
Yeah, that's kind of lame. Me personally, I wouldn't be able to do that personally. That's just not how I'm wired.
I feel like to me the selling point. I was with Scarface.
I was
at
too.
first.
Until it was the fact that he performed a Geto Boy song. I was like, nah, that doesn't make sense.
I mean, initially
because Scarface has a whole career by himself too.
He does. There's plenty of records he could have done.
But
I mean, and once again, I know there's only so much time. You can't do multiple verses, but they could have figured out a way.
Right.
Man, even if they just mashed, I don't know, 4 bars each or something like that.
Willie was just on stage with it.
Doing ad-libs or something.
Yeah.
He was like, I got the call. You still, if I got the call, I'm going to tell my friends, listen, such and such called
Scarface
me to do
was
this.
Like, you're right.
Yeah, he couldn't say nothing.
But he didn't, I don't know.
You don't know if it was genuine when he was saying you're right?
He was like, no, you're right.
Look, you told
I just think he was in his lawn. He didn't care.
He didn't care.
You told us all when you were going to be on Fox News.
Yeah.
I did, didn't I?
You did.
Actually, you know what? I don't even know if I told you guys. I reached out to them and said, "Are you sure you don't want somebody else?"
Yeah, you did say that.
So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, man. All I'm saying is, I better not see either one of y'all at the potties. You know what I'm saying?
The potty awards.
Yeah, just let me know, man. You know, if you go up there, if you go, you gonna wave the flag. Cool. Just let us know you're going to the potties, Jay.
At least, even if they just said we only want one person, everybody got to go. At least be in attendance.
I'll be in the crowd. Yeah. We'll root for you.
Yeah, when somebody get a Grammy award or something, they have everybody up on stage that had something to do with it. Everybody don't talk,
true,
but you're present.
I nominate we send loan and just keep everything nice and safe and.
So you think me would be safe? I mean, maybe.
Keep it nice and safe.
Jay Moore might be a little too aggressive, man. I don't know. He might say something up there.
I get to talking about third world white people.
Yeah, so I think we just send Lone.
I feel like
Lone would be the one that would end up being a super troll.
Hold up, I don't think that I would be the safe one though.
No, definitely not.
I feel like you would be the safe one. You could be the most politically correct. I think
I could flip it. Yeah, I could do that.
I can go either way.
Yeah.
I'd be up there thinking like, how can I sneak some random bullshit in here?
That's a good point. You probably would get up there act a fool. Jay Moore started talking in his I
did on the Fox
quiet storm voice up there. Yeah.
I'd be like, well, look here.
He'll start telling a story.
Hip hop is always going to be relevant.
But nah, man, I felt for Willie, man, and I'm felt for him, and I'm with you, Willie D, on that one. And I don't want no problems, and none of us do. So
he said, "Your girl want that Willie D."
Scarface,
Justin Mac Miller.
Scarface gonna have to eat this one. That's all I can tell you.
That wasn't cool, man.
Yeah,
that wasn't cool.
They should have called both. If they had. He said they rehearsed it, so if they knew they was gonna do that record, they should have.
I'm just going to this Grammy thing.
Yeah, I'm just going to this Grammy thing. That's tough.
Yeah, that's
so funny.
That's
You know how bad that is to just be like, yeah, they asked me to go to this Grammy thing.
He's like, but they asked me.
Yeah, like that justifies the fact that you ain't tell him.
You didn't even tell him. Y'all do a whole podcast together.
A whole podcast. It's like you should have been like, hey man, it's like if we went to the potties.
Hey, we want our bread too, man. No nobody,
I don't think anybody's gonna steal that.
The potties.
Yeah, it's not provocative enough, man.
What would the logo be? Is the question.
I don't know.
Long, what's the logo for the potties?
Toilet.
A Joe Budden bust.
Sitting on the toilet with a microphone.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Y'all see Joe Budden going off about podcasts?
Him and Nori were.
Yeah, he was going off about people trying to jump in the podcast game and mad because I ain't getting money type stuff.
We've talked about that here.
Yeah. Nori was acting. Nori was showing out though. Nori was stunting. He was calling people, like I told when we was talking about on the episode. He was stunting bad. Like I'm getting this paper. I got 3 different deals. Y'all whack. All this. I said, okay.
Yeah, he came into this as a famous person.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Well, that's who Joe Budden was calling out essentially. Was the people that had some kind of fame at some point in time try to hop in the podcast game and don't have the chops to continue to keep doing it.
Right. No, I remember he called out like Amy Schumer one time. This is when he was going through his whole thing with Spotify. It's like, why do you think people want to hear what Amy Schumer wants to talk? Like he really went, but at the same time, it made sense to me because I'm like, why does anybody want to listen to, but gave her all this money and you fight with me over nickels and dimes and like I'm at one point Spotify's most popular, IP.
Yeah. I don't really want to hear it, Amy. Do you?
I don't even want to watch her movies.
No, I'm cool off Amy Schumer. No cool. No, thank you.